Welcome to the utter shambles that is the CloudCast, starring Sky, also known as Akash, and Jamie, also known as Jamie. Enjoy.
Hello.
Hi.
Who are you?
Hello, I'm Jamie.
Oh yeah. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, I thought we could just explain how the CloudCast might work.
Wait, say again. I didn't hear you. I fell asleep.
You are. I don't think we're going to get very far if you're going to fall asleep during this.
Sorry, go on. Say again. I couldn't hear
okay,
you
well,
then.
Just saying that I think we should start by talking about how the format of each episode and how that's going to work.
This is going to work where we just talk about random stuff every time we record. How about that?
Alright, fine. It's not like
it takes so long to talk back. God. It's like this massive gap. It's like 3 seconds later.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in, like, when you're where I am, under a bridge in Pakistan, it's not easy to just...
Why are you under a bridge in Pakistan?
The usual.
The usual? What's the usual? Please explain.
Just stuff. I don't really want to go into it, because...
do you go to school in Pakistan?
I might be being bugged or something. I don't want to go into, like, exactly where I am or something.
Okay. You're scared people might find you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, enough about my current hideout. I think we should move on to the next topic.
Alright. What were we going to talk about? I forgot.
We could talk about games.
I'm like this when I play like any video game. Like if I'm playing Minecraft or Assassin's Creed, I'll be like, oh yeah, let's go and do this quest. Then I'll come to wherever it is and be like, wait, what am I doing here?
Yeah, I think that's yeah. I think you have to like read what characters say to you and
yeah, I kind of skip all that. Anyway, what's your favorite game?
When you get asked that these days, people just say, "Oh, Minecraft."
Minecraft,
that's what you expect.
or COD, or Assassin's Creed, all those big titles.
Yeah. Right.
Imagine if someone just out of nowhere said, "I like Plants v Zombies."
I was actually planning that.
Oh.
I was actually gonna say that.
Oh.
But really, I can't really have favourites because of all the different types that are out there. And seeing as those types change constantly, and like merge together and all this other stuff, you might as well just say, "Oh, I like all these games."
To me, I don't really have a favourite game. If a game looks good or sounds good or actually plays good, then I'll just like it. Like, people will say, "Oh, TF2 is rubbish," which I am against, because I have tried it, and those people who say it's rubbish have never tried it or seen any gameplay of it. They just go, TF2 is rubbish, and they've never heard of it. And I'm like, you have to look at it. And then like 3 days later, they look at it and they go, "Oh my god, this is so awesome, man! What's going on?" And I'm like, yeah, we tried to tell you that. And it's like, "Oh my god, how could you hate TF2?" And that's when I feel like picking up a book and slapping that person in the face.
Ooh.
Simply because they accused me when it was them that was saying such game was stupid or something.
Darn straight.
Like I know like loads of people hate Minecraft, and if they ever actually say that at like a Minecon or something, they'll just get beaten up in public. Yeah. Apparently that happened 2 years ago, but I'm not too sure. Like some guy said Minecraft was gay right in the middle of Minecon. That was you, wasn't it?
Did you just say that was me?
Yeah, that was you. I remember you telling me that story.
I didn't say that.
Oh, good.
And that's definitely not the reason why I'm under a bridge in Pakistan.
Call the assassins off. He said it's not him. Okay, bye. Sorry, I was just making a phone call.
Yeah, Valve tend to make good games.
Yeah, good games. Have you heard of the new, like, this year is apparently meant to be the year of the micro consoles. Like, there's gonna be the
Mike.
Steam box, the
Yeah.
Oh Yeah, which is spelled Ouya, and there's
So
also
that's more like Ouya.
yeah, that's it.
Ouya.
It's the
That's
Ouya.
terrible.
That's it basically. I just say it wrong because I'm fresh and stupid.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. And there was the
Ouya.
Nvidia's Project Shield. Have you heard of any of them?
Yeah, I have. Mostly from you.
Firstly, from me, yeah, because I just go on and on about it. God, that must be really annoying. If I sat down, oh, my phone just went off. Oh, shut up. Okay, good phone. Okay, it just started beeping randomly. God,
Oh.
I have a landline right next to me just in case, and I hope I just don't get a phone call during the middle of this. Otherwise, it'll just be totally pointless.
It probably knows about your habits, or when you've been drinking a bit.
When you accept to buy
So
this
a
phone,
bit.
we will secretly listen into your conversations, record you through our secret cameras and all that everyone's already signed off to. Hashtag Origin.
Scares me. All that stuff that I haven't read but is real.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's the
Don't
reason
like.
I didn't get Battlefield 3. Sad face. Literally, I thought Battlefield 3 was like a really good game, but for PC, I'm PC only, by the way.
Well, it's better than being racist, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, we scan through all your files and stuff, and like your internet activities, and it's like, no. Like
Yeah.
Valve, they do ask that, but they say, oh, once a month we do a survey, like, check your system specs so we can run our games at optimal. They ask you. It's not you have to play the game.
Yeah. Well, it kind of is. That's what their subscriber agreement's for.
Yeah, but it
It's
doesn't
like,
say.
oh, hey, we can do whatever we want, and you've got no choice but to accept. Otherwise, you'll have to buy all your games again.
How would you buy all your games again? Like, for example, I know COD.
Well, if they
Ever
were
since
Steam
Modern
only,
Warfare
then-
2, you have to run it through Steam, and even if you did buy the game again, it would still be on Steam because it still requires Steam.
Right.
Oh god, that's gonna be annoying. Like, imagine when the Xbox consoles, Microsoft and Sony's consoles become activation key only, so only the first user can use them.
Well, that would be dull.
That would be
that-
like Steam has taken over completely.
It's like DRM, FTW, basically.
Yeah, but like, if you tried to lend a game to your friend, it wouldn't work simply because you've used the
Yeah.
code.
Unless you lent your whole account.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a way of. I think they track your IP. Like, if you have more than 5 access IP addresses, they can tell you're sharing.
Oh, that's naughty.
No, I think that's just security. Because then, if you got
I
an
mean, the
IP
sharing
from
is not-
China all of a sudden, or somewhere really
Dude,
remote,
what are you talking about? This has nothing to do with me, okay?
like,
Haven't been doing any of that.
wait, so
I
you
mean-
just went from Pakistan to China?
No,
Are
no,
you
no,
a
no,
wizard?
no, I'm
Or like
still
a
in
Time
Pakistan.
Lord? Do you just
I'm on
travel? Do you have a
holiday.
time-traveling cat? That would be cool, a time-traveling cat. You just grab it and you go, let's go time traveling, and then it just went.
Let's go time travel, Snuggle.
And then the eyes flashed. The eyes
Look
flashed,
at
and
the
then there
year
was a Doctor Who intro.
2048.
There'd be an intro of you sitting on the cat or something, or grabbing onto the cat's tail as it's running away, and as it runs, it goes through a time
And
space.
it runs and it gets up to 80 miles an hour, 88 miles an hour, and then just takes off. Yeah.
It just takes off and just runs in circles around the time space continuum circle thingy, my Bobby thing.
It would be Dr. Mew.
Dr. Mew. And you'd be like, hi, I'm Mew. And you'd be like, shut up, cat. And then the cat just explodes randomly. Yeah.
Whoa. Aw.
But then it suddenly
Right.
time travels, and
It's
goes,
a
ha,
time
I just
bomb.
trolled you. And then it suddenly wears a troll mask.
Like every cat can do.
Yeah, if you had a time traveling cat, would it troll you all the time? Like, if you said go to the future, it would like be like, nope, we're gonna go see the dinosaurs or something.
I think it would, yeah.
Wow.
I think cats are pretty nasty, aren't they? You can
What
feed
about
it
a
all you want.
time-traveling dog?
But at the end of the day, you know, it's just
You know
gonna
the perfect way of traveling in time? Through
Oh.
a carrot. A time-traveling carrot.
Um.
Why a carrot? I have no idea, but a carrot, why not?
Does it have to stay in the ground, though?
Oh. So
Because
no,
you could travel in time, but
you have to,
only
like,
at that spot, because that's where the carrot has to be buried.
So imagine if there was an ocean, like where that was, and you'd like.
Oh my gosh! And then your house was just your garden was just built on top of the ocean.
Over an ocean from a
And
million.
then your carrot would go all
years ago.
salty, and it wouldn't be able to time travel, and you'd be stuck.
Oh no! Okay, carrot's a bad idea. Scientists, do not make time-traveling carrots.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, it's just.
What were we talking about before? Oh yeah, we were talking about the Ouya, the Steam Box, and Project Shield.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think about the Ouya?
It's not a bad tangent. Well, for starters, I'm not even calling it that. I'm calling it the Ouya, which is how it's actually written.
Okay, fine. Ouya.
I think, yeah, it's cool.
Every game is going to be free to play.
Yeah.
By that,
not
does
full.
that mean, like, the full game, like something like TF2, like you can play the entire game for free, and like you can buy extra weapons and stuff?
No.
Or is it going to be
Whenever
like...
they say free to play, if they have to say free to play, then it'll mean it's free to play it for a bit, or to play it with limited features, but then you're going to have to pay more to actually...
But you don't have to, it's not necessary. Like, in
TF2, I thought that was
you
a
don't
big
have
fan.
to. But like in there's like a mobile game, some gangster game. It's a free game, and you're like, oh yeah, it's three 3D game for phones. That sounds cool. First mission requires you to get a gun, and you're like, okay, either you do this really long ass thing to get the gun, like you have to travel half the game to get a gun, chase some guy down who suddenly gets into a helicopter, and you have to gun him down from a helicopter with only like your fists, because you're trying to get a pistol because you don't have a gun, or you can buy him down for $1.99, and it's like
gun him down with your fists.
Yeah, you have to like gun him down with your fists, or like throwing knives at him, and it's like I just paid $1.99 for the gun then. Like, games like that are incredibly stupid. Or like, is it gonna be you get a demo of the game, like the first level, and then like for the full game you have to pay?
Yeah.
Because it sounds interesting, the free to play thing, but at the same time it could be conning you, like you have to pay money to play the game, which could be annoying.
I would hate that.
It's like, hey, our game is free to play, and you're like, yeah, you download it, and it's like, thank you for playing the demo, and you're like, fudge. I said fudge. Yep. No swearing. That's one of our rules. Isn't it? Yep. Definitely didn't
probably
say
managed
swear.
it earlier.
I said fudge. Don't worry.
Fudge.
Yeah, I did. There used to be a kid in our school who used to do that in like French. He like whenever he wanted to swear, he would go fudge, and then once he swore, and then he actually got a detention for it.
Oh.
And it's like for like 1 or 2 months, he just went saying fudge, and he was like, "That's awesome! You're just saying fudge." And then all of a sudden, he just swore, and then it was like detention. It's like, no. Apparently, there was a guy who used to say fiddlesticks.
Sorry?
There's a guy that used to say fiddlesticks for everything. Like, he would go, oh, fiddlesticks, or something. Like, he'd cut his finger, and he'd go, oh, fiddlesticks.
There has to be a limit to where you just can't say fiddlesticks anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
but like, for
what
5 years, apparently, a teacher told me that for 5 years, he went throughout the whole of school going, oh, fiddlesticks. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, but like what is the limit for that? Like, how far would you have to push someone like that so that they just get so angry they go
No.
really really loudly?
Let's say
And
on
then,
the Ouya you play a game and then you fail one of the missions and then like this guy just walks up to you, grabs you by the shoulder and just shouts "Fiddlesticks" in your
what
face.
does he come with the game?
Yeah.
Just some dude.
No, in the game.
Says,
I mean,
"Hi,
not,
I'm Greg. I'm here to help the game."
not a guy that comes to your doorstep like "Fiddlesticks, why did you fail the get mission?" Not game,
Yeah.
mission. No, I meant in the game, not in real life, because that'd be crazy. That'd actually be crazy. Every time you download a game on you get a guy come up to your door saying "Fiddlesticks."
He says, "Fiddlesticks, why are you such a fudging return ticket?"
Something like that. The Valve box sounds awesome by the sounds of things.
Yeah. I'd be happy to get one.
It looks like, it sounds like an Alienware, but in a box, like a really tiny box, like a Rubik's Cube sort of sized box.
It would be fun if they had a certain amount of game coding within each little cube, and then it was actually a Rubik's Cube, and as you shuffle it around, the bits of programming change the combination of games that you get.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Right, none of you who are listening can have that. I'm writing it down. My pen ran out, so
That's convenient.
I'll scratch it in with my thumbnail. Rubik's Cube console. Okay, good. You can't have that. Mine.
So like every time you when you get bored of like playing Nyan Cat,
you just think oh, this game needs a bit more. This game needs a bit more TF2, and then you just turn it, and suddenly you're eating little heavies instead of mushrooms.
Oh my god! Would it be a very gory?
I wouldn't code that
cube thing.
Sorry.
Would it be coded into into your cube?
Yeah, you get.
How would everything fit? Would you have to fit everything inside the little cubes, or
you get a little bit of each game?
In
so
each
you get
cube?
A bit of no. You get the coding is split up into ninths.
Okay.
For each game, right? so if you have all the faces the right way,
you can play the full game.
Plug it into one face, then you will just get Viva Pinata, for example. But if you then turn the cube a bit more, you'll get Viva Pinata with a bit of Portal, for example.
So basically, instead of using companion cubes, you throw like pinatas at the buttons and stuff.
Yeah, you do. Or
and
you
like
have
if you put a pinata in front of one of the turrets, it just makes it explode and candy spills all over the floor. And Gladys says, "Candy, yay!"
Yeah. Or what happens is it would be like Magicka, where you take different elements and combine them to make spells. You could be playing cats, like Nintendogs, but with cats.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't come out on the Steam box, but whatever. So you're playing that, but then you mix in a bit of Counter-Strike with it, so that you throw a cat and it will just blow up. Yeah.
That sounds awfully familiar.
Really? What, it's been done before?
Yeah, I think so. Exploding cats.
Well, at least I've got this Rubik's Cube console, so...
Yeah, you're set for life. You're going to become a millionaire. You're going to be the next... No, what was his name? Oh my god, I forgot Steve Jobs' name for a minute.
There we go.
I'm a complete idiot. How could I forget his name?
He invented that thing, wasn't it? The
A-pod. The A-pod, that's it.
P-pod?
No, the D-pod.
The D-pole?
No, the D-pod. No, I'm pretty sure it was called the H-pad.
Isn't that what helicopters land on?
Oh yeah, he invented the helipad. like a touchscreen helipad. Like when you landed, your face appeared on the helipad and it said, "Hello, welcome to whatever building you are on."
Yeah. Welcome to the utter shambles that is Tesco head office.
How would like millionaires go shopping? Like, do they actually take a helicopter there, or do they just go in cars, or do they use their invisibility rays to just steal stuff? They just walk in invisible, and you just see like a floating piece of ham walking across like the counter, and then it just runs out the store, and you're like, what the hell?
What? I kind of lost track there. I think what happens is I've been reading parts of a book called Bloodlines of the Illuminati, and what this basically is there's an author, and what's happened is that he's so poor, he's decided that he's going to be nasty to rich people like the Queen by saying, "Oh, you're Illuminati, you're a Freemason." But you know, if it is true what he's saying, then all they do is they phone up, you know, the Illuminati head of Ferrari or whatever, and they say,
Ferrari.
Can I borrow one of your Illuminati cars? And then they give a special code. That's the shore, and then they can drive it to Illuminatesco's.
Illuminatesco's. Wow. No, I'm pretty sure they would go to Illumina Cooperative.
What?
They do.
Illuminoperative. You could have at least tried to make it.
Some shops are actually crazy. Like, I understand buy one get one free deals, yeah, because you buy one you get the second free. But what the hell is buy 3 get 6 free?
You what? Why would you have that?
Tesco's did that apparently. Like 2-3 years ago, there was a misprint, and on Pringles they read buy 3 get 6 free, and it was like,
buy
what?
3. That is one of the most beautiful deals I've ever heard.
I know, it only lasted like a day.
I think I'm going to cry.
I was like, oh, how did I miss that?
That beautiful.
And
wow.
Apparently they also, like last year, they misprinted all the chocolate. Like a chocolate bar that was meant to be £1 was 10p, and something that was £11 was £1.10.
Ooh.
And it's like it just went back 10, like in decimals. Like no, it would go back 1 in decimals. But it was like,
yeah,
and I was
something like that.
Like I went in the next day about hearing it on the news, and everything was back to normal price, and I was like, it's not fair.
It'd be awkward if you bought some cheap chocolates from Tesco's and found out that they were 50% horse or something.
Oh my god, the 50%? No, not 50. The beef thing.
It could be anything. Yeah.
That's horrible.
So
apparently,
you don't know what you're eating anymore.
Apparently, like, there's also another company called Find Us in France. And
right.
It says beef lasagna on their foods, and they've checked it, and it's 100% horse. 100%, no beef at all.
Wow.
Which is absolutely mental.
That is crazy.
And apparently it could have got into school food. So, because I'm Hindu, I'm actually happy I don't eat beef now.
Yeah. That's like ordering a bike on eBay and getting like an ice cream machine. It's just completely not what you wanted.
It was still a lasagna though. Like what they were saying was it was a beef lasagna, but it was 100% horse. But it was like a horse lasagna.
So there was no like may contain horse.
No, there was no nothing. It said beef.
That's disturbing. I'm gonna be a vegetarian now. Unless, of course, like the next cucumber I buy is 50% chili, in which case I'm just gonna leave it.
60% what?
Chili.
Oh, this is completely not spicy. And my tongue! Ah!
God, I'm allergic. No. Yeah, that's.
Or like, imagine if you go to the fish and chip shop and like you find out after eating the fish, there's like this big news report, like 70% of all fish shops use cat instead of fish. And
cat. Oh.
Time traveling cats.
Cat and chips.
time traveling
Not
cats.
just catfish.
That's why they don't
Actually,
exist. That is why they don't exist. They don't exist because whenever they find one, they turn it into they batter it up and they sell it off as fish and chips. That is why you can never find a time traveling cat.
You might be right, actually.
That is positively, absolutely true. They put fried cats in fish and chips.
No, you're putting me off.
I'm sorry. I hardly eat it, so I don't care.
You'd still eat it?
Delete one.
Yeah. What would you?
What?
What would you eat?
What would I eat?
If you did find out that, I mean, would you buy that beef lasagna? I mean, I don't know what you think about eating horses.
I'm pretty sure, like, in 50 years' time, everyone's gonna get over the fact that there was horse meat in it, and we're just gonna have horse lasagna, horse sausages, and everyone's like, oh, we've already been eating it for this long, so why not? Let's just make a new line of products.
Just make everything horse. Forget it. And then later on, there's a scandal
Literally,
that
like
contains,
this weekend.
you know, totally normal pork.
No, I think it was today or yesterday. I went shopping with my mum, and we went past the frozen food section, and every time she pointed at like a meat product, I just went, ugh, horse, and everyone just looked at me,
yeah.
And the workers were just like, get out, and I was like, horse. Oh, they got so annoyed. Like, my mum was like, oh, look, they do 2 for £3 on chicken or something. I'd be like, it could be a horse. You never know. It looks like a chicken, it tastes like a chicken, but it could be a horse.
Yeah.
Like, they could make little baby horses and stuff. Do you know Valentine's Day is coming up?
Yeah.
Do you know what I would love to get for Valentine's Day?
A girlfriend.
Apart from that.
Okay.
A time-traveling cat. And you can talk, mate. You don't have one.
You're so desperate for this time-traveling cat.
Yes. I will actually make a time-traveling cat when I'm older.
You're gonna genetically engineer her.
Yep.
You do know it's not as simple as getting it to swallow a watch or something. It doesn't work like that.
Wait, what? What do you mean it's not that simple?
You can't just... When you eat something, you don't get its powers, okay? It's the same way with cats. It doesn't work.
But I thought if you eat a cat, you get 9 lives, and if a cat eats a watch,
it
becomes a time-traveling cat!
That's an urban legend. That's not true at all.
What do you mean it's not true?
I'm sorry, it's not.
Has anyone tried it?
Probably.
Who?
Well, look, right? All these people who've been finding horse in their lasagna, you don't see them taking part in races and going really, really fast, do you? So it can't be right then.
Okay, fair enough thing, but imagine if you could make a genetic animal, like with genetics, like what 2 animals or animals would you put together and for what reason? And please do not say Shikawig or whatever it is.
I don't know. I know I would put a I don't know now.
One thing I would always want to try is putting a turtle and a squirrel together.
Oh, right. Make a Tyrrell, yeah.
Make a what?
A Tyrrell.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They're cute. I saw one, it was on.
No! Squirtle!
What's that?
Squirtle!
Yeah, okay, I'm ready up.
Pokemon, Squirtle, come on!
Yeah, alright.
You love these games!
Yeah, I'm addicted now.
Yeah. You dropped TF2 for Pokemon. You are a
Pretty
disappointment.
Much.
You are a disappointment. That's what the spy said.
You are a disappointment.
Yeah, that's totally what he said.
Give up on spy voices. So we've plugged Valve, we've plugged Minecraft. I mean, is there anything else we can plug while we're talking about Valentine's Day?
Getting an Ouya for Valentine's Day? An Ouya?
Oh,
that would be amazing. Like, just out of the blue, they just sent everyone a free Ouya, and it's just like, oh, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Get one of these.
Do you know what they should do? Jaffa Cakes should have made heart-shaped Jaffa Cakes.
Wow. Yeah. Well, what they did last year was someone was breeding a special species of cucumber. No chili involved, but a special species of cucumber which had a heart shape all the way through, so that when you cut it, all the slices were shaped like hearts, and it was beautiful.
There should have been like "I marry you" inside it as well.
Wow.
Because then, like, he got like a guy would go to his wife, "Honey, do you want some cucumber with your sandwich?" "Yes, dear." And then like he goes, "Oh, can you help me cutting this cucumber?" "Okay." And he cuts it, and it says, "Will you marry me?" And their ring is also generically made out of cucumbers, and it's inside the cucumber.
Then
so
it would
he
just
puts,
kind
like,
of rot.
But like it's made out of special cucumber metal.
Special diamond infused non-rotting cucumber.
Yep, that's it. And it's also a ring that comes out of the cucumber. But imagine if someone bought that by accident and they didn't realise it was a will you marry me cucumber, and they accidentally swallowed the ring.
Yeah, but it'd be kind of obvious if it was a will you marry a cucumber, because it would be shaped like a heart.
Oh, you mean the entire cucumber?
Yeah, it's literally got a heart shape all the way, instead of the familiar suggestive tube shape they usually get.
Because what I was thinking was Jaffa Cakes, you know the current round size? If you were to draw like a heart onto that, and then you made that as your Jaffa Cake template, that remaining bit that you didn't use saves you money, doesn't it? Because then you can put less Jaffa Cake in each box and still charge the same amount of money.
Yeah, you can. Maybe we should just stop podcasting and just start talking to companies and saying, "Oh, make heart-shaped Jaffa Cakes, make a Rubik's Cube console."
Actually, I think you should keep that. I'm pretty sure Valve might just be like, "Oh, we're gonna make this piston," and all of a sudden it becomes a Rubik's Cube after hearing this podcast. And then you're just like, "That was my idea." I remember when...
Well, I've written it down now. I got a new pen and wrote it down. So they can't
you didn't use your thumbnail anymore?
No.
Alright, I remember when the DS came out, like the DS Lite, I think it was the thin version of the big fat DS. I was like, "Oh, do you know what would make this perfect? If you could like take pictures with it, and like in Professor Layton, like I borrowed it off a friend, you could like take pictures of stuff and import them into the game and stuff." And then a few months later, I actually see an advert for a DSi, and I was like, "What's the difference? It has a camera." I actually face palmed myself so hard. I was like, "Nintendo, you stole that from me." I'm pretty sure I thought of that up before Nintendo made it. And then they made the DSi XL. Did they make a super large version of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, then they made a DS XL. I don't even know
like
how you say it.
3DS.
And now that they've gone from large DS to small 3D DS, wouldn't it just make sense to make the same large DS, 3D, XL DS, but with 3D?
I think that's what they did.
Is it?
I'm sure I saw one in the shops today.
No. That like the supersized DS and the 3DS are two different sizes. They're not the same.
No.
Completely stupid. Why would you go back a size?
Oh, by the way, I've got to ask you, what are you getting me for Valentine's Day? Because I'm getting you a pumpkin which is genetically modified to have an Oyo inside it.
Oh my god! Would it also have a time traveling cat in it?
I don't know if it can be fit in.
Go away! I reject your present. No, just leave. I want a time traveling cat and a time traveling cat only.
If it has a time traveling cat, though, you might only get it like 500 years in the future after you've died, or you might already have it.
already have it.
Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow.
Oh.
Meow 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 meow.
Oh my. Time traveling cats would be awesome, just for the record.
Yeah. I wonder what will come out first. Piston, Half-Life 3, or a time traveling cat.
So I'm gonna put my money on the piston. Then I am going to, if I had to pick a second thing, Half-Life 3 or time traveling cat, I am going to put my money on the time traveling cat.
Seriously?
Let's be honest, Half-Life 3 is never coming out. And then 3 weeks later,
Yeah, you're
Half-Life
right.
3 now coming out, just to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we all did that,
buy
like,
now and get
just
3-pack of heart-shaped Jaffa cakes.
yeah, includes time traveling cat, heart-shaped Jaffa cakes,
It's
and
delivered
booyah.
strapped to a time traveling cat.
Yeah. Oh. No, a time traveling cat that ate Jaffa cakes.
But that's so it's a double-edged sword, really. I mean, you have to balance. You have to, time travel sparingly, so that you don't have to feed it too many Jaffa cakes. You have to get a good balance between the two of them.
Because if you overfed it with Jaffa cakes, it would just get fat and lose its time traveling abilities.
Too fat to time travel. That sounds like a
I've
Channel
actually
4
seen
documentary.
pigeons like that. Like, it says don't feed the pigeons, and then someone would like put a paper note on under it and go, they're too fat to fly now. And literally, like, you see little kids in like Times Square, not Times Square, like London, like those little park fountain areas.
Yeah.
Like, they're chasing the pigeons. The pigeons are just running. They can't even fly. They're just they run across the ground, just flapping their wings like, I can't fly, I can't fly.
They've probably been. That's probably okay though, because they're easy to catch and make into beef lasagna.
Pecked my thumb.
You did what?
Like, there was a pigeon. Like, what happened was it was in our front what do you call it? The front bit of the house. The what's it called?
The front garden or something.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, front garden, yeah. And it was just sitting there, and we're like, oh, go away. We like shooed it away, but it kept coming back. When we opened the door, it actually jumped through the door. And my mum didn't realise until she closed the door, and there was a pigeon standing inside our house, and we were like, what the fudge are you doing in my house? And then like we tried to catch it, then we caught it, and then we threw it outside, like we held on to it, we opened the back door, and we threw it, like we let it fly, and then it just landed on the ground with like a thud, and we were like, oh. Like, it couldn't fly. Luckily there was grass.
Probably got like parasites or the Black Death on it or something. You don't want to touch that.
Meh.
Pigeon toucher.
And then like we left it in the garden, and like it stayed there the whole night. And when we checked in the morning, like it was standing on top of, like, we set a table, like it was on a table, and it was like standing there shivering, and we're like, go away.
Yeah.
Didn't know what else to do. And then like the next day it just disappeared, because my mum goes, oh, it flew away, and I was like, oh, okay, fair enough.
Sure.
Oh my god, I'm pretty sure if we don't stop talking now, this podcast might just go on forever. About time traveling cat. We were only meant to go for like, I think it was 5-10 more minutes, and we've gone on for 20, I think, now.
Well, we're running out of time for recording now, but we really hope you enjoyed this first episode of the CloudCast. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because that will motivate us to make more podcasts in the future, if they're good comments anyway.
And remember to ask questions, Mon.
Sorry?
Remember to ask the questions, Mon.
Yeah, ask them questions.
No, ask us questions, Mon. Have you been
Ask us
eating some bacon?
bacon.
Have you been eating some dodgy bacon?
Yeah, it was 50% horse.
Oh, what is wrong with you, man? With the horse and the beef and why you mix them?
What are you now? You Italian now?
I don't know. Can we
Depends what
just
year it
end
does me
it
a
this
day.
before it turns too much of a disaster train?
Um, sure.
Alright, bye guys. Say bye. Say bye,
Goodbye.
Jamie.
Right, see you next time.
See ya. Epic outro.